All right, what's going on, guys? I'm getting into workout B right now. I'm about to hit some squats. So holy fuck, guys, it's been way too long. The warm-up sets were feeling much better than usual. Not 100%, still feeling maybe a tad bit of inflammation, a little bit of pain. Still can't quite get the same depth that I used to be able to. But I'm just gonna go for some light squats, take it easy, just get the movement in and get some reps. So I'm just going for some 225 for hopefully a couple light sets. I'm expecting the first reps to move pretty slow given the knee issues, but I'm gonna take it easy, see how it goes. That felt good. That felt sexual. Oh, it's been too long, fellas. It's been too fucking long. Without the squats and the routine, you're not really training. It's house league. Even deadlift, it's not the same, man. Obviously 225, but it's still, it's nice to get in some reps. So hopefully I'll get in one more set of these. I was actually feeling decent. The first few reps is like kind of hard on the knees a little bit, but as soon as I get a few more reps in, like the pain kind of subsides. So yeah, that was fucking fantastic. Jesus, I gotta take a moment with that for a sec. But yeah, rest 5 minutes or so, get into hopefully one more set, and then jump into some overhead press. So guys, important topic that I'm talking to my brother about right now. My brother, how long have you been training?
Like a year.
He's almost a year into training, right? And so for his first few months of training, I put him on just like a basic novice program, kind of like what I'm going to be adding to my Herculean bulking program. Like a few straight sets per exercise, like training the big basic exercises twice per week in order to get neuromuscularly efficient at the lift, which is what that program accomplished for him. But then I switched him over to kind of what I was doing, which is like a top set, back off set style. And I realized that, like, I think for someone who's still in that first 6 to 12 months of training, what I was just explaining to my brother, because he likes doing the top set, back off set style, but I made him go back to straight sets since he's still not quite at my intermediate strength standard, so he's still technically a beginner. I was explaining to him that, like, and this goes back into the whole like high intensity training thing, like the whole like Mike Metzer, Dorian Yates style. It's that, yeah, like one set for an exercise can be effective at stimulating muscle growth, but not for a new trainee. Because when you're a new trainee, when you're in that first 6 to 12 months of training, you need more sets to accrue workload. So you like, for me, for example, like I'm an advanced lifter, I can get a lot of damage done in one set. Way more than my brother could. Like he could get maybe a fraction of the damage done in one set. So he needs to do more sets, 2-3 sets for an exercise with the same weight, with straight sets, in order to accrue that same workload. And that's something that Mark Ripto talks about in his Starting Strength book, which I recommend. It's a good book. But that's something that's really important when you're in that, and that's kind of like the big epiphany I've had recently. It's like if you're in that first 6 to 12 months of training, it doesn't really make sense to do that like heavy set back down set yet, because you can't really do that much in that one set anyways. Like you're gonna get a better stimulus, you're gonna accrue like a better, higher quality of workload by doing multiple sets, but with straight sets across. In other words, using the same weight. So that's something I'm explaining to him now, because you can't do that much damage in one set when you're a new trainee, when you're relatively untrained in that first 6 to 12 months. And therefore the top set back off set style is just not as effective as you know, training the exercises more frequently, like maybe twice a week, the big basic movements, but doing them with straight sets to get really good at it and to accrue more quality workload, as opposed to doing one good set and then followed by one lighter set, you're not really doing that much damage, because you simply don't know how to train that hard yet. You can't recruit your muscle fibers to the same extent to produce that same workload. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's something I was just explaining to my brother, and I think it's important if you're in that first 6 to 12 months of training. So now I'm going to get into into my next set of squats here. I think it's been around 5 minutes. Glorious. Glorious. Fuck. I'm so detrained on squats. Fuck me. It's much harder than it should be. I'm also not using a belt, which takes away a lot more, takes a lot of strength off, which is fine. But fuck. Hopefully I can stay consistent with this. Hopefully this doesn't like trigger some pain in my knees, but I was feeling good. Fuck. So now I'm gonna rest a bit. I'm gonna leave it there for squats and rest a bit, and then get into some overhead press. You're kind of like, yeah, your setup's decent. Your feet are planted properly. Like the bar's symmetrical. Like you lower the bar and it's straight. You're not tilting like you used to. But this is where you go wrong. First of all, here's the biggest tip for bench press. You want to make the bar your bitch, okay? So you kind of just like nonchalantly and then you start pressing, right? This is how you want to approach the bench press, because if you start the set weak, then it will reflect in the rest of your set. The rest of the set, your mindset, you're in the bad mindset to enter a heavy set, because you're gonna feel, you know, subconsciously or consciously, that the bar is fucking heavy. You're gonna feel like it's really heavy if you kind of just wimp it off, and it's kind of a struggle. So the key for bench press, to start the set right and to make sure that you're creating good momentum and putting yourself in the right mindset, is that you want to make the bar your bitch. So you don't want to wimp it out and be like, and then like that. You want to go like this. You take a deep breath, get in position, press, and then go. And then, see it? You make the bar your bitch, because now you're in a strong position to start the set. Otherwise, your mindset is weak because you think the bar is heavy, and your mindset's not strong. You also want to be in control of the bar. A lot of people do their reps too fast. I used to do that as well. Like I'd perform my reps way too quickly. I'd drop the bar and then press it. But if you lower the bar too quickly, you miss groove. So then when you press, your groove is not as tight, right? Like if you drop it fast and you kind of lose control, and then the groove goes up weird, and then your strength is off, and so is your technique, and then you can injure yourself. But if you control it on the way down and then you press it, and you don't have to go super slow like some weird fucking bodybuilders do, it makes it harder, and you have to put your ego to the side. You have to take weight off, so like put your ego to the side and use weight that you can control. That's one of the biggest causes of like injuries and stagnation, is people using weights that they can't actually control yet. Some moral support would be nice, brother. Goddamn delinquent on his phone, scrolling TikTok during his lift. What the fuck's up with that?
I haven't had TikTok for 3 years now.
All right, no progress was made on that 6 reps like last time. But also take in the fact that I wasn't doing squats before overhead press in the last workout, so that maybe took away a tad bit of energy, tad bit of performance. So to be expected, but still maintain my strength. So hopefully I can get 6 again in the next set. So I got 145 for 2 sets of 6 last workout. I was gonna try and get 7. Especially on things like overhead press, I fucking love using micro plates. So I was kind of like trying to do the double progression to show you guys how it works. When it comes to things like overhead press, I got to use micro plates, man. It's just way more effective. It's way more sustainable. Like adding a rep is much fucking harder than adding a little bit of a weight, like 1 or 2 pounds. So it's definitely my preferred progression method, because it really abides by your body's natural rate of strength progression. Like it's that slow and steady progress over a long period of time adds up to a lot more than, like, you know, maybe doing a double progression, trying to rush the progress, but then hitting this fucking stump where you stagnate, you regress. But that's why I'm a big fan of micro plates. That slow and steady progress wins the race over time, as opposed to like trying to go a bit fast. But you can still do it. Like if you're not advanced, double progression works very, very well. And even if you are advanced, it can still work well. It's a bit slower over the long run than using micro plates. So I might start doing that with my overhead press. But yeah, I'm gonna rest a bit and then get into the second set. Oh, fuck. Feeling weak. Drop down. I think I'm gonna write that off as the fact that I did squats right before that, but yeah, I wasn't feeling strong at all. I'm probably gonna leave it there, to be honest. Not do the third set. Not feeling strong at all on that. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm thinking that's just because I did squats before. Usually, like previously, I haven't really been doing much leg work. Usually I do, like, you know, either a trap or a deadlift. I did a leg press last week, and then just because I'm trying to test out and kind of see what leg movement I'm going to prioritize, because I'm still not really fucking sure. The plan was initially squats, but you guys know how that turned out. So then I was doing trap bar deadlifts, and then I was thinking like maybe I'll try leg press, see how that feels. I'm sleeping well, I'm eating properly, so I'm assuming it's because of the squats, but we'll see. We'll be able to tell in a couple weeks, see how I progress from here. It'll be interesting. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Oh my God. What was that expression from that Will Ferrell movie? Staple my tits to my ball sack and make me do sit-ups.
I have the faith in me! All right. Bitch, I could do this forever. These states love me. God damn it. Fucking son of a fuck. Oh, the fucking cunt-ass serpent bit me. Oh, jam a lit sparkler up my dick hole. That is painful. Staple my tits to my balls and then do sit-ups. It hurts.
Sir, words like that have never been spoken in this room.
But the fucker bit me. I'm sorry, the snake bit me.
Which means you don't have the faith of God.
Yeah, yes, I do. God has removed the venom from my blood and the blasphemy from my heart. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
I can't feel it.
Hey, you okay? Hey.
Jam a lit sparkler up my dick hole. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. Fuck. All right, made a tiny bit of progress there. I added 1 rep to the set. Thing that's shitty about doing dips with high reps is that it's pretty hard to progress with them. Like staying in that kind of 5 to 10 rep range, that's usually the sweet spot for most progress, like in terms of making strength gains. Even like 4, like that 4 to 10, that's kind of the best area. Even like 4 to 8, kind of the best place to make strength gains. It becomes very fatiguing and hard to gain strength. It becomes more of like an endurance thing when you start getting up to these kinds of reps. But my goal with these high rep dips is to build the tendons, the ligaments, and everything, so that I can eventually start getting up to some weighted dips. That's kind of my plan. I figure like if I get the nice good stretch, the good range of motion with the bodyweight dips over time, my kind of structure will adapt to it, build up the tendons, the ligaments, my joints will get used to it. Hopefully my sternum adapts, and then I'll be able to start adding some weight. I'll probably add a little bit of weight in the next workout, maybe just like 10 pounds and go for like a 10 rep set maybe, but we'll see. Ideally I want to slowly start adding weight to dips. Fuck, there's nothing like, you guys are always, I get a lot of questions like, well, how do you build big arms? Like, how do you build big triceps, big biceps? I'm like, bro, get strong at weighted chin-ups and dips. Like, or presses in general. Get strong at your bench, your chin-ups, your dips, your overhead press. Like, you'll have jacked arms. And I know people are like, oh, that minimalist mindset doesn't get you anywhere. Nothing's going to build the arms like heavy presses and heavy pulls. I don't care what the bodybuilding community, the science-based community says. Heavy chin-ups, heavy dips, that is what really packs the meat onto the arms. And then for the icing on top of the cake, do some curls, some tricep extensions. Yeah, that helps, it's the icing on top of the cake, but this is where the meat comes from. The real substance of the arms is built with the heavy pressing, heavy chin-ups, even rows, like building the forearms, even the biceps to an extent, the rows build them. But yeah, man, that's how it's done. So now I'm gonna get into some incline curls. I think I'm gonna do, instead of neck curls, I think I'm gonna throw in some hamstring curls. Just because I've been reading up a lot about like knee pain and shit, and like how building the hamstrings, doing hamstring curls is pretty beneficial for that. So I'm gonna start maybe throwing in some hamstring curls. It's funny, when I do Romanian deadlifts in my routine, my hamstrings are always fucking sore. That's the only thing I don't like about Romanian deadlifts, is that since you since you're really getting that stretch, like the eccentric and the concentric, as opposed to like the, because like Romanian deadlifts they cause way more DOMS, delayed onset, muscle soreness than conventional deadlifts. Because conventional deadlifts, you don't really have like the eccentric isn't really there. It's more like a concentric base movement because the bar starts on the ground and then you pull up and the hamstrings contract. But like Romanian deadlifts, you get that deep fucking stretch and holy shit, my hamstrings are always sore for days after. That's why I have to be careful with like how far I push RDLs. Like you guys maybe watched my last workout vlog, you saw like I had some more reps in me on those sets, but like I have to be careful because if I push Romanian deadlifts to the bleeding edge, it'll be a long time before I'm able to come back and like you know, train the hamstrings again. So I try and like kind of take it easy when it comes to that. So I'm not sure if these hamstring curls are going to make that difficult, but I'm going to give them a shot. I probably won't take them to failure or anywhere near. But hopefully it helps with the building the backside of the knee, maybe with the pain, we'll see. All right, let's see how these babies feel. Oh fuck, my wallet is digging into my fucking quad. God damn it, okay. Oh my fuck. Guys, it's hard to explain, but like when I do that, I feel this like weird, like this fucking pain like deep inside my knee, man. It's like this, exactly where I used to have those like big fluid buildups, like deep inside the knee. I don't know what the fucking thing is, man. I don't know what the muscle is or what the tendon or whatever the ligament's called, but like whatever the deepest muscle or whatever inside the knee is, like whenever I extend my leg fully, and even like there when it's like fully extended but with tension placed on it from the weight, it's fucking atrociously painful. But I still want to kind of get the reps in there because I know like it's such a weird thing when you're battling with inflammation, man, because you know like it's not an injury. So it makes you feel like you want to push through shit because you know like how much worse could it get. But it's like a slippery slope because sometimes if you fuck with it too much or you push the envelope, then the pain becomes even worse. Even though it's not an injury, it just like aggravates the inflammation and the pain. But I might do like one more lighter set, but like fuck, man. It's so frustrating, guys. Fuck me, man. It's inflammation bullshit. Cause like I got that cortisone shot in this knee to kind of keep the fluid away, put the inflammation down inside my knee. Now the other knee's fucked. Oh my God. It's almost like a blessing I've been able to get this far in training. Like if I didn't have to deal, like I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, which is not what I'm intending to do, but like if I didn't have those periods of time where my knees got inflamed, I would never have had to take breaks from things like squats. My squats would be monstrous. Like before the inflammation started, I was up to like, it's not like crazy strong, but I was repping like 335 for like 6 or so, I think. And the weight, and I was just getting stronger and stronger and stronger on my squats. Because you guys know I skipped out on squats for the first few years of training due to the misinformation that I was following, the people I was following at the time. Leg skippers, didn't do squats, but yeah, I was making hella good progress on my squats, and now you get these little frustrating periods of time where like my knees just like all of a sudden they swell up, they get extremely painful, and then I can't get into any sort of deep knee flexion position. And it just fucking sucks, guys. It's so frustrating because I love training so much, man. I love squatting. Like my training just doesn't feel the same without squats. You don't, like it's not intense, like fuck. I used to think like bench pressing was intense. Even deadlifting, like it's nothing compared to squats, man. So yeah, one more set of that. Exactly. Nah, I'm just joking. Dude, watch us get locked in here because they don't know we're still here.
Yeah, the place is like fully closed on the camera.